Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Now you see me. Charismatic magician Atlas leads a team of talented illusionists called the Four Horsemen. Atlas and his comrades mesmerize audiences with the powerful magic shows that drain the bank accounts of the corrupt and funnel the money to audience members. A federal agent and an Interpol detective intend to rein in the horsemen before their next caper, and they turn to Thaddeus, a famous debunker, for help.
Oz, the great and powerful. When shady circus magician Oscar Dix is hurled away from Kansas into the wonderful land of Oz, he thinks that fame and fortune are his for the taking. However, three witches, Theodora, Evanora, and Glinda, remain unconvincing the Oscar is the great wizard that the inhabitants of Oz need and expect. Reluctantly drawn into Oz's epic problems, Oscar must find out who is good and who is evil before it's too late. Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Ethan and the team take on the most impossible mission yet, eradicating the Syndicate, an international rogue organization, as highly skilled as they are, committed to destroying the IMF.
The Fate of the Furious. When a mysterious woman seduced Dom into the world of crime and the betrayal of those closest to him, the crew face trials that will test them as never before.
Kingsman, the Secret Service. Gary X.C. Unwin, whose late father secretly worked for a spy organization, lives in South London, housing estate and seems headed for a life behind bars. However, dapper agent Harry Hart recognizes potential in the youth and recruits him to be a trainee in the Secret Service. Meanwhile, villainous Richmond Valentine launches a diabolical plan to solve the problem of climate change via a worldwide killing spree. Lucky Number Slevin. A case of mistaken identity lands Slevin into the middle of the war, being plotted by two of the city's most rival crime bosses, the Rabbi and the boss. Slevin is under constant surveillance by relentless detective Brikovsky, as well as the infamous assassin Goodcat, and finds him held to hatch his own ingenious plot to get them before they get him.
Man on a ledge. An ex-cop turned con threatens to jump to his death from a Manhattan hotel rooftop. The New York Police Department dispatched a female police psychologist to talk him down. However, unbeknownst to the police on the scene, the suicide attempt is a cover for the biggest diamond heist ever pulled.
Salt. When Evelyn Salt became a CIA officer, she swore an oath to duty, honor, and country. But when a defector accuses her of being a Russian spy, Salt's oath is put to the test. Now a fugitive, Salt must use every skill gained from years of training and experience to evade capture. But the more she tries to prove her innocence, the more guilty she seems.
Spider-Man 3. Peter Parker and Jay seem to finally be on the right track in their complicated relationship, but trouble looms for the superhero and his lover. Peter Spider-Man's suit turns back and takes control of him, not only giving Peter enhanced power, but also bringing out the dark side of his personality. Peter must overcome the suit's influence as two supervillains, Sandman and Venom, rise up to destroy him and all those he holds dear.
The Prestige. A mysterious story of two magicians where intense rivalry lead them on a lifelong battle for supremacy, full of obsession, deceit, and jealousy, with dangerous and deadly consequences.
Tell us in the comments which movies you think should be added to the list and share any other thoughts or suggestions you might have.